The initiative is aimed at strengthening the criminal justice system, and this is by placing legal practitioners inside police stations to assist police officers with statement taking, as well as to offer legal support to witnesses as well as victims. I'm joined now by Premier of the Western Cape, Premier Alan Winde, for more on how this collaboration came about. Premier, a very warm good day to you. You're excited about this collaboration. Take it to the start. Where did it start and why is it so important for this initiative in police stations in Cape Town and in the Western Cape?
So it originates through the Global Initiative, which is based in Geneva, probably the world's biggest non-profit crime-fighting organization. They started with this project. I think we all know them from producing the information in the Gang Monitor, which they do regularly for us. But they started with this program in the Grassy Park police station a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And it's about building trust. It's about getting conviction rates up. It's about making sure the dockets are correctly filled out. So it's an amazing resource. They started with there. We really thought this was a great idea. So the province is now putting funding in here for Mitchell's Plain, and the private sector's come on board as well to do this again in Stellenbosch. So it's a number of police stations now getting a legal resource. That resource builds trust with communities because communities now know that they're going to get the right advice. They're going to get a docket that gets filled out correctly, that can actually stand up in court and does not get thrown out. I think the police also end up using this resource so that they can also give a better service. Everybody wants to have consequences for crime. And so for me, this is a great partnership. It enables us to fill a gap where there is a weakness. We know that convictions are below 5% when it comes to gangsterism, shootings, murders. And so this hopefully does lift that number tremendously, builds trust between community, police, and gets consequences in the criminal justice system.
And these legal practitioners, Premier, where are they sourced from? Where do they come from? And how many will be placed at police stations? And can you foresee that each police station in the Western Cape will, over time, have one of these resources available?
Well, I hope so, because, this is obviously, we're trying new things. So the legal practitioner that was used in Grassy Park came out of the legal system. She was very well versed on what happens in courts and where the shortfalls were in the dockets. And so she was the perfect person to put in a police station. And it started slowly in the beginning. It's not easy to build this trust. And she was the one that got that trust built. So again, these are legal practitioners that are basically employed through the Global Initiative and through our resources now from the province as well and the private sector. And they're obviously local legal practitioners who understand the law and also understand the shortfalls that communities are feeling and finding when they come to report a case.
Premier, thank you so much for your time this morning. Of course, the Premier Alan Winde just giving us really a summary of what this initiative entails, and also saying that it is hoped that in future each police station in the Western Cape will have such a legal resource available for that mentoring, for that assistance to police officers, to make sure that the statement taking is done correctly. Statements, very important part of the docket, of course, when a matter goes to court, and then also to offer that legal assistance and information, I suppose, if one can call it that, to victims as well as to witnesses in criminal matters.